Number one is the color of unity. We can no longer practice the soprano model of running masjids. We can no longer run our masjids like we're Marlon Brando in The Godfather. We have to open up the masjids to our young generation. We have to give our young people the right to participate in our communities. And we have to eschew being Sufi or Salafi or Ikhwani or Tablighi and realize that first and foremost, we are Muslims. And that's where we need this maturity, this Islamic maturity that we lack. When we go to defend a PhD thesis, we're mature. An MA thesis, we're mature. When it comes to issues of the Muslims, we become like my 3-year-old son. Temper tantrums. We have masjids in Birmingham where, subhanallah, they will tell you the people in this masjid are deviant. The people in this masjid are deviant. Ya Allah, we have more flavors than Baskin Robbins now. But how is it that we can even fathom working with non-Muslims when we cannot even work with our own fellow Muslims? So unity. And look at the unity and the maturity of the others. Imam al-Dhahabi, who was the student of Ibn Taymiyyah, he criticizes Abu Hamid al-Ghazali, rahimahullah. But after he mentions all of the critique of Abu Hamid al-Ghazali, he says, what? فَأَيْنَ مِثَارُ أَبِي حَامِدٍ فِي تِلْكَ الْأَيَّامِ. Where is the example of Abu Hamid in these days of ours, in his worship, in his zuhud, in his knowledge? Rahimahullah, hujjatul Islam. Look at his maturity. Ash-Shafi'i, rahimahullah ta'ala, who argues with his student. And his student becomes so angry that he gets up and he runs. Imam Shafi'i, he grabs him and he says to him, what? Don't forget our brotherhood. So what binds us is stronger than what pulls us apart as a community. And we have to eschew political differences and lack of sincerity. Wallahi, I'm going to take longer than 1 minute because you gave me 20 minutes. Can I take more than 1 minute? And I'm very sorry, but I have a message to give you. So I have to deliver this message. Number two is the responsibility which we talked about, Imam Shafi'i. This maturity, he runs and says to him, don't forget my brotherhood. Don't forget our brotherhood. Ibn Hajar, who criticizes Ibn Taymiyyah. Ibn Hajar is a Sufi. He's an Ash'ari. But what does he say about Ibn Taymiyyah? He says Ibn Taymiyyah, he has the right to these decisions because of his level in knowledge. Look at the maturity. Now, I don't like this one. Why? He's from this group. I don't like this one. No. By a divine linkage to the Quran, to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ. Hold on to the rope of Allah. And this connection makes us spiritual beings. Because the poet says, Zindagi be bandigi shamindagi. And we have to eschew being Sufi or Salafi or Ikhwani or Tablighi and realize that first and foremost, we are Muslims.